Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to fix a train. Or I think that's what we're going to be doing. Last time we finished up catching the corrupt law enforcement guy, and then we ended up meeting the version of the trolley people in the source. Apparently they're the train people here. But let's not dilly-dally anymore. Let's go ahead and talk to Aaronville over here and continue on. Yeah, so these guys, I think it's these two. This guy was the one who was like really crazy about the trolley in the first, and this was the guy who was a little more sensible about it. We'll be ready to handle that timber when you and the chief get back. With your help, we'll get the railroad operating again, and then you'll have the chance to see our engine in motion. It's poetry, I tell you. Yes, poetry in motion, how great. Alright, Aaronville, what do you got for us? One with nature. Aaronville is eager to be off to the Pyeonan plane. I'm gonna need to hear them pronounce this, because obviously that's wrong. Come, let's follow Wolika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can still see it from the outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the windows, you'll probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do, so let's get to it. Well, see you later. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way, after all. Alright, let's head on over to the station. Looks like it's up on the hill. And then I believe we got a lot of the aether currents around this area, but let's go ahead and check it, see if there are any. Yeah, northwest, so that's to the left. Hopefully it's not all the way over here. Maybe it'll send us out there when we end up working on the train. But we'll see what we actually need to do once we get there. Sir. Yeah, there's the station. That's right. We went up here to get an aether current, I think, at some point. There's Aaronville. Probably shouldn't be standing on the tracks, Aaronville. Although, that is a mighty fine piece of machinery, if I do say so myself. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods throughout the wilds now. Right. Mehawetson, sure to be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. Yeah, northeast? No, the aether current's northwest, Aaronville. Oh well. Okay, now there's one also to the southeast. Okay, yeah, so we need to head over to this aetherite. I saw it in the distance there. I actually thought it was one of the pumps, because they have some cerulean pumps over in that direction. But then I got a slightly closer look at it, and it turned out to be an aetherite crystal. Well, let's head on over there. Alright, weren't these the things that we rode, Ronique? I remember them mentioning that in like either the last part or the part before. Oh, is that Aaronville? Yeah, that's Aaronville, and oh yeah, and then the Hrothgar is their boss. Such a beauty. I know more than a few gleaners who would love to explore this island. Oh, he said land, not island. Ah, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of the Mehawetson. Well, you better tell me how to say their name or else I'm gonna offend them like that. But I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. That's right. We needed to get something from them, and we didn't think that they would be too keen on giving it. But I forget. I guess it was the lumber? I guess they mentioned the lumber earlier. So yeah, they're not going to be too happy about us trying to take away a tree or something. Better remember to attend to that. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of the Shenzhenwei Springs. I'll pronounce one of these places correctly eventually. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. Well, yeah, and that's why we're gonna come in and mess it up with our ceruleum stuff. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Oh right, this is one of the Hitsaro tribes, that's right. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Hetwato, chief of the Mehua Hetson, and this is my son, Shepto. At least they have pronounceable names. A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome, and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I am Wolika, station master of Trol Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Brillian and Aaronville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. You have a most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of pine, but not the truly sort. I gather you're not from these lands. I wonder how this changes depending on what professions you've leveled up, because of tanned leather? Or is it because, I don't know, maybe it always says this. I'll be interested to look that up later. I hail from Eorzea. I'm a traveler of the star. And we'll just say Eorzea. That is where we're from. Truly? I would love to know more of you and the land you've seen, and his father's gonna reprimand him for it. For his curiosity. Well, surprisingly not. Okay, I thought he was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be the situation where the boy wanting to learn more about the world, but his conservative father is like, no, you are going to be leader of this tribe or whatever. I'm told your people hold your traditions in the highest. Yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. We're to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads, not herds. The Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason I believe that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word, Hetso, it means leader of souls in the Hitsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hitsaro. Here, we look to the Ronique for guidance. Ah, okay. That's the animal that we saw on the way over here. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. That's a good point. It hadn't occurred to me on that. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. Probably the trains. We will furnish you with timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me. Yeah, they're not gonna be too happy about the train stuff. Well, then I've already been wrong twice now about their culture, so we'll find out how they are. Okay, let's make sure to return to that aetherite before I forget. As I always say, I have forgotten, and I have had to walk all the way back before. Alright. Let's engage in some discussion. Oh, let me get the sightseeing point. That's a weird place to put a sightseeing point, but okay. That's not how you spell lookout. And I wasn't actually in it. There we go. Didn't expect that to be a level up. Alright, let's go and talk to everyone. This tent is made with the hide and bones of Vernique. I wonder what else they are used for here. If they follow the Vernique with seasons, it makes sense that they would live in tents and can be broken down and transported easily. That's right, some of the Hitsar tribes are nomadic. And because we heard, I was editing some of the Dawntrail today, and the Second Promise briefly mentioned his, reluctance and bad memories of living with a nomadic Hitsara tribe. So maybe we can learn a bit more about him through learning about these people. Say, do you like to hunt? And what weapons do you like to use? I like to use this giant sword that's gonna cut things up. Actually, I usually use an axe, but... I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. Yeah, and maybe because there's a couple quests later that mention the 8th Umbral Calamity, so like maybe you might be right on this one, bro. The Vernique have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. A stableman near Hatsawi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? Maybe it's the First Promise opening up the thing he wasn't supposed to open up. We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, Shalonai has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Vernique are sensitive creatures. The roar of the trains as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this, we can't help but worry. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hitsaro, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Val Kuana. Yeah, he would actually be the one to talk about on this, or to talk to with this. Val Kuana, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof, yeah, that's about right. He values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Well, that's how he was. Mind your tongue, Shipto. I mean, he's not completely wrong. Well, there is a grain of truth to those rumors. He is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. His journeys have changed him for the better. He's a bit awkward, so he tends to get misunderstood. He's a passionate man who cares for his people, like his sister. And that sounds nice. Let's go with that. Is that so? This is certainly a side of him we weren't aware of. Brilliant fought beside Val Kuana in the right of succession. I'd take her word over rumors. You better take my word over rumors. His sword isn't for show. You took part in the right of succession? Yes, I did. Aaronville, you did too, don't lie. You're that close to the Dawn Servant. I was grateful for any help, but had no idea I'd recruited a bona fide hero. Again, Aaronville, you took part in this too. But I am a hero, I'm glad you noticed that. The succession of the Dawn Servants filled us with uncertainty for the future. but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valkuana for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep... Wait, what voice? I was doing a deeper voice for this guy. I promise we'll keep the Renique foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. And if need be, we'll seek Valkuana's counsel. My thanks again for your time and the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. Guys, that's the wrong way. You'll come back, won't you? I'm sure I will. There's so much I'd like to know about the lands beyond Trol. We must talk again soon. Next time, perhaps, on a hunt together. And no thanks. Alright, they were heading over the lumber. Duh. Alright, there they are. Talk to Erinville, then Walika. We have to carry all this back to the station? Well, I don't. We've more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be much more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given this so much. Mind waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands and a Renique? I won't be long. I mean, I guess not. Not like I had a choice in the matter. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully, it seems we don't need to make several trips for the timber. Let's see, we got a new weapon, 669, nice. Go ahead and use that. Okay, let's check the Aether Currents. Northeast, okay, let's go grab that real quick. Should be right there. Glad I checked. And then we'll pick up the next quest from Erinville. Oh right, this is where one of the fish was for, I recently went and did the, all of the Dawntrail fishing leaves. And this was one of the two places that I couldn't get the fish that I needed. And I just ended up buying it off the market board. So like, yeah, I guess I could do it now, but I already finished all of them, so it doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, let's go and talk to Erinville. And the land would tremble, you know, like Athena said. Erinville regards the pile of timber with undisguised weariness. While we wait, we could get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. Erinville, you think I'm here to do work? I'm here to kill things. I'm the muscle. Wait, no, not the muscle to move things. I'm the muscle to kill things. What are a few logs compared to 9 countless crates of labyrinthos? Yeah, except you're a cleaner and I'm a killing machine. Oh well. Deliver the crate of timber to the main road. Yes, padding. I gotta love it. You will have 2 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, come back to the thing. Okay, I guess that's one way to carry it. Is this the same animation that they did for the boxes when we were in Labyrinthos? Like, I remember, it was when Alize was carrying way too much, because of course she was. And they were playing the music that was way too loud. Oh, so how is this the main road? I mean, I guess it is. Actually, yeah, this is the road that I took. What am I talking about? Don't mind me, Mr. Renique. I just need to head to my destination. I should think this will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We wanted to make sure you carried all the lumber. We'll see to the rest. Once you've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available. Audible gasp. Can we just, like, tie ourselves to the front of the train or something? Maybe we can tie Aaronville to the front of the train. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid. But you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. Yeah, well, I mean, my 100 million gil in my pocket doesn't really need that. But okay. That's fine. Damika and a few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. Excuse me, Aaronville? I am the main character? Oh, you stupid character, you're not supposed to nod. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. I guess I can. Especially since I'm probably gonna have to progress the story. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nitowike will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, Shenza, and we've still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. Yeah, so this would be where you would want to do the Aether Current quests, but we'll just do those later. Probably on the whatever next stream I end up doing. Let's go and talk to the 3 of these and then head back to the town. We'll handle the rest of the work from here. You just sit tight now. My thanks again for your timely assistance. Won't be long now before the tracks are fixed, and you're on our way. Oh, that's nice. It'll be good to have that train running again. I miss the sound of her barreling down the tracks. Are you sure you want them to be barreling down the tracks? Let me check on the Aether Compass. South. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. I'll come back and get it. I'll go and we'll do Aether Current cleanup on a next stream. I think we're almost done with this area. No, there's like 6 quests. There's like 6 quests before we get to the next area. So like I don't know what the rest of this story is gonna be. I looked at the quest list, and it said like you don't unlock the next area until you do the next dungeon. And like there's like 6 more quests coming before you get to the next dungeon. So like I don't know. Let's just talk to Aaronville and see what happens. Had your fill of the sights. Well, they appear to be almost finished. On proceedings of a cutscenes plan sequence, recommended set aside. Yeah. Got my popcorn? Let's go. Nope, I did change the scene too quickly there. Oh yes, the epic send-off music. I don't know enough about trains to know if this is based off of a particular design.
Grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
Man, the Viera emotes are so underwhelming. Like, they're so pretty. Like, Viera themselves are pretty. But, like, the emotes are so boring. I'm pretty sure that train could have had a couple more cars.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Trol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani.
Yasolani, okay.
And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream.
Yeah, this mirrors the railroad expansion in the U.S. Which actually, this is the northern part of the continent, which actually makes sense. So the southern part of the continent was like Latin America and South America, and then the northern part is like the western is like more like the U.S. I guess. It actually makes sense because Eorzea is to the east.
Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Stampede time?
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
Seriously? And the first one was the first promise doing stuff, right?
Gods have mercy.
So what are we seeing now? Oh. Oh my.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Yeah, just your average world-ending calamity.
Nitobikwe and the others.
My home lies that way as well.
I mean, that's where we were headed, Aaronville.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
What? Are we just watching an alien invasion? Well, this story certainly took a turn for the weird.
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
We need to get back right away. We need to follow that airship. Yeah, we need to get back right away. Yeah, I was pretty sure we weren't going into the next area yet. Oh, that thing has got interesting. Oh yeah, it said several cutscenes will play, so I guess I'll just leave it. Yeah, there we go. Oh my. Also, how did we get back so quickly?
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning.
Well, I guess the first promise is gonna get what he wants.
The people need our help.
Nothing like a little bit of death to make people appreciate peace more.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
Yeah, like that's gonna work, Ryle.
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
Right now, where's Papa in all of this?
Someone help me, please! Oh! Oh!
Bastard!
Wait, what?
What did it just do?
Oh, there's Papa. Or is it Mr. Two-Head? Either way. Oh yeah, there's Mr. Two-Head.
Thank you.
We can kill the old lady, but we can't kill the kid. That'll give us that M rating that we don't want.
Just get to safety. I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace.
Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
Watch, they go sacrifice him just after he kind of redeemed himself.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to taste my blade next?
Nope. I've seen her model before. Well, that was interesting. It kind of just like, you know, decided that, oh, okay, this plot isn't interesting enough, so we're just gonna have everyone literally die. Wait, wasn't Kettenrom killed? Ah, there we go.
That you should still live.
Ah, here we go. Now he's gonna kill his father.
Sriracha?
I wonder where Papa was.
By the gods, what has happened to you?
Also, didn't he kill Kettenrom? I swear we saw that in a cutscene.
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuliolol and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
You think you can do that, bro? I'm the main character.
Have you gone mad?
I mean, yeah, he was mad from the beginning. What are you
No.
talking about?
My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer.
I mean, obviously, Papa's going to die here.
By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
Yeah, no, come on.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Yeah, he's his father.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been father's equal in combat.
Have you seen how he is decked out now?
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Jeez, this guy gets worse and worse every time we see him. It's gonna be where he can't get him, bring himself to kill his son.
My son. And forgive me.
And then in the last moment, the son will kill him. Really? I expected it to be not. Man, this whole thing is just like this entire story. So like since the beginning of the stream has been like not what I expected it to be. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay, that's how this is gonna go. So the stuff that they're absorbing is literally people's lives so they can revive themselves.
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one.
Oh, so where's Thancred and Urianger?
I shall even the odds.
Here we go. I figured this is how it would go. Just didn't play out quite the way I thought.
Papa?
Oh wow, blood. I don't get blood very often in here. An actual wound.
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
Again, isn't Kitten... I swear! We saw Kettenrum was killed. Look at the mod. Look at you, like, Papa couldn't beat him. Also, why can't I just walk up there and beat him? Well, I guess then we wouldn't have a final boss. Actually, no, this guy's definitely not gonna be the final boss.
On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
There's gonna be some bigger thread that's actually standing in the background that's actually pulling the strings.
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Sriracha, wait!
Look, come on, you can't beat him. The only reason you beat Mr. Two-Head
remain in your skies.
is because of protagonist power.
When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
Alizé is the one telling her to wait. Well, that was interesting. It went about how I expected. Except not really. Anyway, definitely need to talk to Kettenrom here. 12, have mercy. We did everything we could. Everything. But it simply wasn't enough. I can scarcely believe my eyes. I can. ... How could this happen? It's called plot, Alphanode. Father, no. This cannot be. It was expected. No, Papa. Can't die. He can't. Looks like we had a chess piece this time. Again, I figured he was going to die in this cutscene. Like, it just, like, fit perfectly. Okay, let's equip the new gear. And fix the glamour plate because I'm not a leather mommy. Alright, let's talk to Book of the Mod and continue on with the next quest. No time for tears. Book of the Mod is struggling to process what she has witnessed. How could this happen? I don't know, Book of the Mod, do you need to watch the cutscene again? I know I'm being super insensitive here, but like, it was so obvious. Also, Kettenrom, you're gonna give a bit of an explanation about what just happened? And how you're alive?
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save their strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Alright, so are we gonna get some sort of explanation from Kettenrum about what the heck's going on? What can we do now? I don't know, Kettenrum, what are we gonna do? I mean, we could also just head to the big glowy orb portal thing that we saw to the north. Gulujaja was so proud to be succeeded by his children. To think that he will never get to see them carry on his legacy. At a time like this, we must take the initiative. There will be countless people in need of help. I don't understand. If only I'd been more careful. Kettenrum, you gonna explain what this means? Also, they just conveniently have the corpse not here. We must cede to the people, assess casualties, as well as any damages done to the city. Yes, of course, Koana goes full logical brain. Right, so, I... Val Wuklamot, Val Kuana, I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the Land's Guard have begun rendering aid to the people. That's a blessing. Actually, I think the first promise said he was going to do that, didn't he? Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all we can. I thank you for the report. Please inform the Guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. That's just why he's the Vow of Resolve. The people, I need to help them. Well, time for Alphino to give a speech. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you, thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I can count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Alphanode and Alizé, can you take Bayside Bevy and Kryl and Ehrenville, the palace perimeter? As for Brillian, please come to the Resplendent Corridor with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Alright, I was thinking I was gonna take a break right after that, but then I realized that the timing was completely wrong. So we'll just keep on going. Okay, yeah, there we go. I figured I could jump down over that. Alright, so we gotta head to the Resplendent Corridor. Let's head on down there. Let's see. I guess that Aetheryte will be slightly faster. And let's head to the left one first. Dazed Citizen. I don't think he's dazed during the explosion. Thanks. I think I'm alright. Did you see them? Those soldiers? Yes, I did. They looked like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. That's what a soldier does. If they attack again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? I mean, if you just become the protagonist, you won't have any issues. Oh, there's Rook of Lamont. Talk to her too. Where are you hurt? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look up here to make sure that there isn't anyone up top in this orange circle. Doesn't look like it. Let's see. Is there anyone around here? It says there's 5 people to help. So I'll try to make sure to go from top to bottom. Except I started in the middle, which kind of made things a little annoying. Oh, there's somebody. Let me check up here first, and then I'll get them. Oh, good. I'm glad I checked. Angered soldier. My thanks. I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Val Wuklamot and Val Kuana? They're not to blame. I understand. I do, but I need to clear my head. Alright, there's somebody down here. I thought it was gonna be sleeping citizen. I'm like, how are you sleeping? Thank you, miss. But my husband and son, they were... Oh, can't do anything about that. Let's head down to the next ones. Alright, where's the last 2? Let's see, there's one. Befuddled citizen. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader, they say he looked like Zeral Jah. But that can't be true, can it? Why would the first promise attack his own people because he's crazy? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? I can understand why you're befuddled. And let's see, last one is probably down here. Or not. Nope, it says it's up. Oh, right, where's the last one? Probably over here. Obviously, it's not that one. There we go. Frightened merchant. Understandable reaction. Thank you. The pain is better now, but I can't stop shaking. That's normal. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? Alright, we haven't looked up. I'm gonna do that after this conversation. We had peace under Ghoul Jaja. We were safe. But now... Man, my stupid son is... decided that his inferiority complex warrants killing, like, everyone. So I still don't see those things in the sky. Maybe they're behind the clouds, or maybe they just aren't actually there. Alright, Wilcomot. You taking care of everyone? You finished aiding the people here? Yep, sure did. Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children! I mean, have you, like... You literally grew up with this guy. And you're telling me you didn't realize he was crazy? No. Now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Talon March? And afterwards, go and find Alize at Bayside Bivy. Alright, looks like we got 3 more markers. Let's see, closest will be over by the inn. Let's do that first. Check out the stones. It's over here by the stones, right? Yeah, there's destination. Also, so are the things actually in the sky? Oh, there they are. They're over there. Okay. I couldn't see them from the resplendent quarter. There is no evidence of significant damage from the battle. The fighting did not spread this far, it seems. Alright, so this spot's clear. Let's head back to the Aetheryte. Teleport to the next area. Looks like we should go over by the summoning bell. I think that's where it is. Check out this destination. Looks like there was some battle over here. The fresh scorch marks on the ground are doubtless from the enemy assault. Yeah. What? I mean, yeah. Let's check this one. Obviously, stuff happened here. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Supposed to be survey the designated areas for damage. Okay, that makes more sense. The shop appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the street. I do find it interesting how, like, it's still in the same instance, they just changed the look of the place. Okay, well, I guess there isn't one closer. The port remains unscathed, but the enemy ships continue to loom overhead. Yep. Very ominous. Alright, let's head over to Bayside Bevy and meet up with Alize. Looks like it's up on the 2nd level here. You know, just a bunch of corpses. Oh, there's Alphino. Let's talk to him. The people are shaken. We must do what we can to help them, and quickly. That's why we're just leaving corpses in the street. Alright, Alize. What have you got for me? I've helped all those I could find, except for that crying child with his parent, you know, and seen them delivered into the Landsguard's care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the Landsguard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zeralja actually meant to harm the people. I mean, look around. The buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show that he could strike whenever he pleases. but we can discuss that later. How is Lama T? She seemed it just seemed like she's holding it together, but that's like the best description I can give. Even after what happened to her father, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to her people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs to rest, and soon. Elsa, are you speaking from experience? Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to Gorn E Truk Gleam Sands. You know, a place that we've never named before, but somehow she knows the name of. Okay, can I get through here somehow? Yes, I can. Let's walk over to the Aetheryte and then figure out that there's no point. Just cut through the taco shop. Let's see if we can find Wilkmont. Just jump on the roof. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's taking that rest that Alize told her to take. Or maybe this is where we get the emotional release that she's been holding back.
Steady now.
Ah, there it is.
I've brought you medicine. A drink.
There you are, Lamachi. I was beginning to...
Oh.
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamachi. Lamachi!
How? How could I?
Look at me, Lamachi. You need rest. You and her both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people, I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
Alright, now she's gonna pour her heart out.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
We'll handle this together. You won't save your people by brooding. Nah, that sounds mean.
You'll stick with me. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believed that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. But my brother is different. There will be no reasoning with him. He killed our people. our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
Yeah, except I'm the protagonist, so I'm the one that's actually going to be killing him. I also don't think he's going to end up being the final boss. I think there's going to be someone behind the scenes pulling some strings. Dude, I've been wrong about like every plot point so far this stream, so I probably shouldn't be saying anything. Okay. Let's talk to Woglamont. I'm fine. Just needed a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me, and for urging me despite all my sulking. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? No, it's not. So much has happened so quickly. I struggle to make sense of it all. The strange soldiers, those floating ships, the new powers Zorolja commands. Given everything he's done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle. Not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray, but I will make it my strength, the strength to do what I must. Right. I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Koana. Could you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Alize I'll be alright? She's probably at Bayside Bevy. Yeah, she's probably worried about her. Alright, let's head back to Bayside Bevy. Which was... Oh, wait, wasn't Bayside Bevy right here? Is Alize over here? Let's actually check. This is Bayside Bevy, right? Nope, I have no idea where she meant. Anyway, let's head on over and wrap this quest up. Because that was quite an emotional roller coaster. Even though I knew Papa was going to die. Oh, there's Alize. Oh, okay, maybe we can actually figure out the technology from one of these people. Oh, you're back. By that, take it to mean Lamatee's feeling better? She needs to be strong for the people of Troll. I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. So if she intends to fight, then we fight together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against.